This 1945 photo captures several Nazi war criminals laughing at a mistranslation during the Nuremberg trials. Despite the gravity of their crimes, this brief moment shows an unsettling contrast. Human reactions surfacing in a courtroom built to hold them accountable for unprecedented brutality and devastation. This 1974 photo highlights a signature Gucci purse, complete with the iconic double G pattern and bold stripe design. Priced around $165, $185 at the time, it reflects the growing appetite for luxury fashion in the 70s and the brand's rise as a global status symbol. This 1935 photo shows a group of Mexican men detained in a Mexico City police station for their sexuality, an arrest rooted in prejudice rather than crime. Their expressions range from defiance to vulnerability, revealing the harsh realities LGBTQ people faced long before wider acceptance began to take shape.
Photographed at Fort Dix in 1951 by Elliott Erwitt, this moment captures a soldier marching with his unit while cheekily sticking his tongue out at the camera. Amidst the discipline and intensity of military training, his mischievous smile reveals a burst of humanity and youthful spirit. This 1939 photograph shows Soviet and German soldiers conversing after jointly invading Poland, an uneasy cooperation born from the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. The scene captures a fleeting moment of coordination between two future enemies, highlighting the complex and shifting alliances that shaped the early stages of World War II.
This mid-1960s photo shows an artist standing with a guitar in a large studio, surrounded by microphones, cables, and a grand piano. The empty room highlights the solitude of creation, offering a rare glimpse into the early stages of crafting music that would later define an era. This photograph shows the Cultivator No. 6, nicknamed the Mole, an enormous Royal Navy-developed vehicle designed to burrow trenches across battlefields. Backed by Winston Churchill, the machine represented an ambitious attempt at mechanizing warfare, though it never saw combat. Its unusual design remains a fascinating wartime curiosity. This 1943 photograph shows an Italian shopkeeper standing proudly behind his counter, surrounded by shelves stacked with canned goods and rows of hanging salumi. The scene reflects the warmth and resilience of New York's Italian-American neighborhoods, where food, tradition, and hard work shaped everyday life during wartime. This 1933 photograph shows members of the Civilian Conservation Corps working in the field, planting trees as part of FDR's New Deal. The program provided jobs, purpose, and stability to unemployed Americans while restoring forests, reducing erosion, and laying the groundwork for long-term environmental stewardship. Photographed in Paris in August 1955, this iconic image captures model Dovima in an elegant Dior evening dress, framed dramatically between trained circus elephants. The striking contrast of couture and raw animal power turned the shot into a milestone of mid-century fashion photography, celebrated for its surreal beauty and poise. This vintage team photo shows a group of college football players posing confidently on the field. The central figure, marked by the arrow, wears a focused expression typical of early athletic portraits.
The image reflects the era's rugged sports culture, long before modern uniforms and protective gear became standard.
This early 1900s photograph captures a classic Manhattan sidewalk newsstand, stacked with papers and magazines as pedestrians pass by and commuters climb the elevated railway steps overhead. The scene reflects a rapidly growing New York, alive with commerce, movement, and the constant flow of information that defined urban life.
This charming photograph captures a young boy proudly carrying bread and a bottle of milk along a steep cobblestone street. His grin radiates simple childhood joy, contrasting beautifully with the worn buildings and misty morning setting, an everyday moment frozen in time, full of warmth and innocence.
This striking 1936 scene from London's Battle of Cable Street shows police detaining a determined young woman during fierce clashes between anti-fascist demonstrators and authorities. The smoky, crowded street captures the intensity of a day when ordinary citizens stood together to halt the rise of extremism.
This striking 1960s Bronx Zoo installation shows an empty cage until visitors see themselves reflected in the glass, labeled the most dangerous animal. The exhibit delivered a bold message about human violence, environmental damage, and our unmatched ability to destroy life, urging viewers to rethink their place in the world. This 1937 photograph shows crowds in Prague standing silently to honor Tomáš Masaryk, the first president and founder of Czechoslovakia. As his funeral was observed nationwide, people filled the streets in a rare moment of collective reverence, reflecting the deep respect and gratitude felt for his leadership.
This stark 1941 scene shows captured Soviet soldiers in occupied Ukraine reaching frantically for small pieces of bread. Hunger, exhaustion, and fear filled a frame, revealing the brutal reality of early war prison camps. It's a haunting reminder of human suffering amid one of history's most devastating conflicts. This intimate photograph captures Jim Morrison with one of the dogs he adored throughout his life. Known for his wild energy on stage, Morrison often found comfort and grounding in the companionship of his pets. The relaxed pose and gentle touch reveal a tender, human side rarely seen by the public. These unusual mid-1950s Italian defense shoes reveal how fashion briefly merged with self-protection. Designed with small spurs on the toes and heels, they allowed women to discreetly kick away harassers, especially in crowded cities like Rome. The shoes symbolized both creativity and the everyday challenges women faced. This unusual 1920s method shows instructors guiding new swimmers with poles and suspended harnesses, keeping them afloat while they practice movements safely. It reflects a time when water safety was still evolving, and creative, sometimes odd techniques were used to teach a skill that wasn't yet universal. This photograph captures an early 1930s experiment in underwater breathing technology. The man sits partially submerged in a controlled tank, testing equipment designed to improve safe underwater respiration. It reflects a period of rapid innovation, where engineers and divers pushed boundaries that eventually shaped modern scuba and underwater exploration tools.
This charming 1908 photograph captures Claude Monet and his wife Alice feeding pigeons during their travels. Far from the painter's studios and gardens, it shows a softer, more humorous side of the famed Impressionist. Their relaxed posture and amused expressions freeze a tender, ordinary moment amid extraordinary lives.
This 1930s photograph reveals how NBC Radio sound effects artists crafted realistic automobile accident noises for live broadcasts. Using metal tubes, wrecked car panels, and creative Foley techniques, they brought drama to listeners' imaginations in an era before digital audio. It's a glimpse into radio's inventive, hands-on storytelling craft.
Lucille Mulhall, often called America's first true cowgirl, dazzled audiences with her unmatched riding skills at Oklahoma's legendary 101 Ranch. This 1909 photograph captures her poised atop a trained horse, showcasing the bold spirit and frontier talent that made her a celebrated icon of early rodeo history. This powerful image shows Franca Viola, the young Italian woman who boldly rejected the outdated rehabilitating marriage custom in the 1960s. Her refusal became a landmark moment for women's rights in Italy, symbolizing courage, dignity, and the fight against oppressive social expectations.
This 1959 photograph freezes a young girl midair as she jumps rope, her dress and hair lifted by motion. The bright sky behind her highlights the innocence and unrestrained spirit of youth. It's a simple, timeless reminder of how childhood joy often comes from the smallest moments. This charming 1890s portrait shows a young Victorian girl cradling her pet cat with quiet pride. Studio photos of children with animals were treasured keepsakes, revealing the deep affection families held for their pets. Her gentle smile hints at a simple, heartwarming bond that transcends time. This photograph captures a Hooverville in Central Park during the Great Depression, where makeshift shacks housed countless unemployed Americans. Set against the backdrop of New York's towering buildings, the scene highlights the era's deep economic hardship and the resilience of people struggling to survive in desperate circumstances. This photograph showcases the remarkable artistry of the Haida people, whose towering totem poles once lined the village of Skydagate. Each pole carries ancestral stories, clan identities, and cultural symbolism carved into cedar. The scene captures a moment in time when traditional Haida craftsmanship flourished along the Pacific Northwest coast. This candid 1940s photograph captures a woman at an outdoor table casually aiming a pistol with a teasing grin. The empty chairs and relaxed setting contrast with her playful gesture, creating a moment that feels both humorous and strangely elegant, an everyday pause turned into a memorable snapshot. This powerful 1951 photograph shows the sky filled with Allied paratroopers and supply drops during the Korean War. The scene captures the sheer scale of U.S. air mobility, a decisive advantage throughout the conflict. Against rugged mountains, the descending silhouettes highlight both strategy and the human courage behind every operation. This photograph captures an open-air classroom in the Netherlands in 1957, where children studied surrounded by greenery rather than walls.
Such outdoor schools were designed to promote health, focus, and well-being. The scene reflects a unique post-war educational experiment, blending structure, nature, and youthful curiosity.
This haunting 1942 photograph captures exhausted American soldiers surrendering to Japanese forces at Corregidor in the Philippines. After weeks of relentless bombardment and starvation, the defenders had no choice but to yield. The scene reflects the harsh reality of the early Pacific War and the immense toll on Allied troops.
This charming photograph from 1966 shows Charlie Chaplin and Sophia Loren celebrating his birthday together. Their relaxed smiles and raised glasses reflect genuine affection and mutual respect between two of cinema's most iconic figures. It's a lighthearted glimpse into a quieter, more personal side of Hollywood's golden era.
This 1963 Budapest espresso kiosk captures a cozy slice of everyday life during the socialist era. Its soft neon glow, simple structure, and lone attendant evoke a time when small street buffets offered comfort, routine, and a brief pause from the city's gray, hurried rhythm. This charming 1927 photograph captures two young women gently guiding ducklings through a small water trough on a quiet Washington street. Their playful smiles, the curious birds, and the children watching behind them create a snapshot of simple joy in a rapidly changing era.